Today on Can Haz Armory, how to make a floor bungee system, not the overhead, but a very similar floor bungee system if you can't haul around the heavy scoring gear to wherever place you're going to do fencing. So, if you're setting a club up and you may not have the money to get a storefront, permanent location at the outset, which a lot of clubs don't. A lot of clubs start out running a dance studio or some other kind of location. They pull up their gear, unload it, set it up, do the fencing, pack up, and go. If you have the ability to carry, a pair of reels and a couple of floor cords in a box, that's easy. If, however, you don't have the ability, let's say you're limited to a motorcycle, you don't want to carry big heavy Faveros in the back of your bike, then there's another way of doing it, which is a bungee floor cord setup. It is very similar to the overheads. The difference, of course, is on the floor, and it's set up so that the box will be in the center, because with overhead you might have a center mounted box above the floor, or you might have a box here, a repeater down there, which of course is a slightly different setup. I'll go over when we get to the overhead system video. But I made a floor bungee system for a club in Scottsdale, and there are some things about it. I didn't show putting everything together because putting the plug head together where the fencer plugs in and the 3-pin plug that pulls in the machine, it's just like making a Favero plug head work again and making a body cord. It's the same stuff. No reason to reshoot that, so I can do it. What I did do was I have the Favero plug head feed through a pulley, and that goes to the other end of the cable, which is the 3-pin that plugs in the back of the machine. And we also have how it's mounted. Now, it's a 2-pulley system at each end. One pulley is for the actual scoring cable to go along. That is connected to another pulley, or connected to bungee cord that goes through the pulley, and that pulley is connected to the wall. And as you pull the cable down, the cable runs, the bungee gets pulled, and the bungee acts as a spring. When you retreat, it brings the cable back. So it's set up like this picture here. So let's go ahead and look at the system I set up out on my porch, see how it works. Okay, so here we are on my porch. I've set the system up. You can see here this is where the box will be, center of the strip. And down here we have the end set up. The reason there's a carabiner on that one pulley is that is actually connected to the cable for the fencer, and if you have a spare cable and something goes wrong, you can unclip that carabiner and put a spare on, so you're ready to go that way. Easy to swap out if you have a repair issue instead of doing anything while it's on the floor. That'll be secured to the wall. Of course, there's the bungee. Now, this porch is only 24 feet long, which is half length of a strip. Therefore, if I ran here, I kind of secured the cable bungee, so it takes up the space. It's fairly straight down here. This is the only thing my client's gonna have to worry about. He has 70 feet of bungee to play with in a full-length strip, so he'll have enough room to adjust the length. So let's do this pull test real quick. Okay, so the bungee's only real job is to be the spring in a reel to pull the cable back. So I'm going to grab the cable and pull it. And you can see as it comes down, pulls the bungee down. This will come out to where it's tied off to the porch, because that's where the box would be. It won't go any farther, but there's enough cable in the other end to go down to the strip. As I let it loose, it pulls it back. And that is how a floor and, by extension, overhead bungee system work. Have fun. Happy armoring.